sort this. Got it. And again, if you're just coming in, by all means, please. Got it. Now I got to mute it. Mute. Mute. Okay. All righty. All right. So definitely let us know where you're coming in from. And we are going to get started here. Let me just get my notes up. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's everybody take a breath. We're going to start with a little grounding and centering, and then I'm going to introduce Koryanka and myself for those of you who are new with us. Oh, one other thing. Technology. Forgot my mic. Hopefully this makes it a little better. Okay. Okay. As I said, only Koryanka and I are pinned. So we're the only ones, no matter how you set up your screen, we're the only ones who are being recorded. Please be sure to keep yourself muted at all times. And of course, Lori will keep an eye on that as well. So we're just going to do a brief grounding and centering here. This gathering includes a deep meditation at the second half of our gathering. But we're going to start by being sure that we are present here together. So I want to invite you to take a moment now to get yourself comfortable, to adjust your body so that you can close your eyes and come into that place within the self, where you are home, where you are safe, where you can breathe deeply and attune yourself to the breath and to the stillness of the heart. We'll begin with a few breaths together. So breathing in, really see, know, and feel and sense the light coming into the heart space, breathing in all directions, front, back, sides, top, bottom, expanding into the heart. And as you release, allow the other aspects of your day, your responsibilities, thoughts, just to release. Grace, ease, as easy as the exhale. That's right. Good. Breathing in again. Softening the belly, dropping the shoulders, relaxing the jaw as you bring light and breath into the heart. A little smile on the face as you receive the love, light, intelligence of the divine. And allowing that with the exhale to take with it all that does not serve you in this now. That's right. And feel the way it's possible to settle in even more deeply, more relaxed, more peaceful as you breathe in. Opening your heart into the field of our gathering. Exhaling, releasing, releasing, releasing. That's right. And now let's take a moment to breathe at a pace that works for you and anchor ourselves in connecting with Earth Gaia, our beloved home when we're in bodies here, and Divine Mother, Father, God. So take a moment to connect with the base of the spine, the root chakra, the energy center that connects you with the physical body. And when you're ready, release that energetic cord, your anchoring cord, so that it drops down through the layers between you and Gaia, letting that anchoring cord drop down through her layers, down through the earth, each breath guiding you, guiding that anchoring cord as you commune with Earth Gaia, our beloved mother, until you feel your anchoring cord, your grounding cord, connecting with her heart. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Feel it in the way that works for you. You may sense it or see it. And then take a moment just to breathe in presence with Gaia. How she supports you and holds you, connecting with her heart. And when you're ready on the next inhale, begin to draw up that life force energy through the anchoring cord. That's right. Just the way sap rises up through the plants, through a tree, let that sap rise, that life force energy. Each inhalation, each exhalation, rising, 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 up, up, up through the layers. And when you're ready, receiving that beautiful life force from Mother Gaia into the base of the spine, allowing it to spiral up through your central channel, through the energy centers of the body. Each breath being the vehicle to allow that life force to rise up into the heart, up into the high heart, through the throat, the head, and up out the crown of the head. And then sending that etheric cord that connects you with your eternal divine Mother, Father, God, the creator, the all that is, from which we come, that connects us all as one. Become aware of that etheric cord, letting your mind's eye, your energy field, feel, sense, and know your eternal, immortal soul connected with the divine, life eternal. And allow yourself to become aware of that life force energy, the eternal life of the soul, pouring down through that etheric cord, down, 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 through the crown of the head, receiving that, knowing that is always there, pulsating through you, flowing down in that spiral dance, down, 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 meeting with the earth energy, dancing with it in your heart. Feel it spiraling down. And even as the life force of the physical experience of life on this earth rises up, spiraling through from base to crown, so too does the eternal life force spiral downward from crown to base, offering that energy to Mother Earth, being the conduit, being the vessel, and receiving, therefore, the blessings of opening to divine love, light, and intelligence. Feel how you are held safely through this incarnation and through all eternity, and of course, in this circle gathering now. And take a deep breath in. And as you release, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, coming into the body, coming back into this space, opening your eyes when you're ready. Welcome, 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 everyone. Ooh, okay. So welcome to all of you. Welcome to the many of you whose names I recognize, whose faces I recognize from our many journeys. Q'orianka and I have been leading Prayers for Humanity, I believe, since September 2021. Corey, you can correct me if I'm wrong. And I'm just going to begin by introducing myself for those of you who may be new, and then I'm going to introduce Q'orianka, and then she's going to come in and open our sacred space for us. So my name is Dawn Del Vecchio. I am a priestess of many years. I am here to serve the divine awakening of humanity, to serve our organic ascension. And that has taken many iterations in my lifetime. But my foundational dedication has been to help women empower themselves. And that's come in many ways. And right now that is in service as a priestess to hold retreats, sacred courses, free gatherings and events, private community, and other ways that the divine calls me to do that. It's my honor to be here with you. And it is my great honor to stand as a light leader in service at this time, small as it may be. It's about the service. It's not about me. I am a conduit through which this comes, through my dedication. And so that's just a little about me. You can certainly research more. I would like to introduce you, for those who don't know, my dear, dear sister friend, Q'orianka. Cornejo, who is an Incan high priestess, medicine woman, and sacred guide for rising medicine women who want to step into their sacred destiny and live authentically in their divine essence. Cori is also a cacao, rose, and flower priestess, a certified Reiki master, and a former registered nurse, which some of you may not know. As a master ceremonialist, Q'orianka comes from an ancient healing tradition of the Incan lineage. She leads ceremonies based on Incan and Amazonian medicine. She's devoted to nurturing the emergence of medicine women around the world through sacred ceremonial programs, both online and in person, in Cusco, Peru, where she lives, and where you can receive profound spiritual initiations, teachings, and expert guidance to embody your sacred calling. Cori, thank you. It's so good to see you, sister. Welcome. And the floor is yours for opening our sacred space.
Thank you, Dawn. I want to also welcome everyone. I see so many wonderful women. I have been missing you all. And we were really in the days to get together today and restart Prayers for Humanity this year. Let's start by dropping into our hearts and slowing our breath and kind of like relaxing our bodies, really gently taking ourselves to that place where we connect to the divine, to our divine essence as well. And so we do say our prayer. Divine Spirit of love and Pachamama amorosos, the four directions. Beloved teacher, plants, grandmothers, grandfathers, ancestors, protectors of every one of us. I welcome you all. I invite your presence. And with love and trust in our hearts, we ask you to create the proper space, the energetic frequency for us to dive into the ceremonial session today. We ask that you clear our physical spaces, prepare our hearts, our souls, our minds, our bodies to receive high frequency medicine and guidance from all of you, from the great divine spirit. And that we are also powerful conduits today and always of your medicine and light. And we are here opening ourselves up to be in the medicine, to be in the conduit, so that we support the rising of humanity. We make our contribution, no matter how small it is. We do it with love, and we bring all of who we are to this, knowing that there are many other people joining us all over the world. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. And so it is. And we can relax our arms, our bodies, and get excited because Dawn is going to start leading us in this direction.
Thank you, Cori. Hey, my apologies. It looks like I'm having some signal issue. I'm not sure if it's Cori or myself, but please bear with us and in hopes that the recording is still recording the whole thing. So, okay. So, new beginnings. There were many possible themes I could focus on for today that I asked divine guidance for what should be the theme. And new beginnings is what came in the strongest. So what I want to do here is kind of map the terrain a little bit first and touch on some key points of the energetic signature at play here that we are midwifing, let's say, right now. And to really help us to focalize our energy, our hearts, and our minds toward what we are here to do, both for today, but really as a planetary family of light leaders, light workers, star seeds, priestesses, to serve this ascension we're undergoing. So there has been a lot of hoo-ha about the eclipse, a lot of fear mongering, a lot of absurdities, a lot of drama, trauma, nonsense, and also clickbait stuff in, videos, etc. Most of it probably is no more than fear pumping to engage and distract consciousness. So as I said, I want to spend a little time mapping the terrain here, both astrologically speaking and in terms of what we could call the current state of consciousness we were all born into, that I often refer to as the 3D matrix. The consciousness of separation, divisiveness, fear, and really an experience of life that is founded on and based on fear, from which we are awakening. And I want to do this in order to support us all in focalizing where we need to bring our attention. So I rewrote this outline 3 times, and in the end, I just came up with basically like 4 simple bullet points to tease out, which is what I'm going to do now. Mother, be with me. No more control by fear. This is the invitation for us. This is the invitation that we must each make the decision about. We are the co-creators of this lived experience at a personal level and at a collective level. And we have been recycling on this earth, many of us, not all of us maybe, but through incarnations of a very deep density. Some call it Kali Yuga, others call it, Iron Age consciousness, or just the lowest part of this 24,000 year cycle of the precession of the equinox. It doesn't matter what you call it. We have lived on a planet that has been founded and developed principles that developed our psyches and our soul history and history based on fear. And that is ending. That is the ascension journey. And we are in a quickening. We've been for a while, and it continues now. And this, as with all solar and astronomical events, is a demarcation point of the next level of that acceleration and potentiality for our ascension. And it also spells the end for those who have benefited from our ignorance, our separation, our fighting amongst ourselves, and not recognizing that we are in a prison of consciousness, a prison of freedom, a prison of liberty, a prison of soul sovereignty. And what is happening now is we are awakening to remember that we are all divine children of the one creator. We are holy. We are blessed. We are powerful. We are made in the likeness and image of our creator, which is not a dude in the sky. It is the love, light, intelligence itself. It is omnipotent creativity. We came to create, to experience creation in a dense form. And some of that journey has been, what would it be like to create without love? Okay, check, learned, time to move on. Gaia is in an ascension cycle. We are moving through, there's so many astronomical events that even science is aware of, the photon belt, the solar maximum, Gaia's Schumann resonance. Gaia is in an ascension, and she's taking us with us. And again, there is a strong effort to keep us in low frequency through fear and through being in separation and being at each other's throats. And we have been in an accelerated initiation in the last 4 years of how many ways can we get them to hate each other? How many ways can we get them to judge and attack each other? How many ways can we get humanity to live in fear and keep their frequency low? And what's happening is more and more people are waking up. And this eclipse is yet another wake-up call where another mass of our sisters and brothers each and all, will begin to peel the scales from their eyes and go, I don't want to play this game anymore. I don't want to hate my neighbors. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to keep cooperating with crazy anymore, with upside down world. So this is a choice point for all of us. Do we want to focus our potent creative minds on hating our neighbors, judging the next political candidates, being in fear of the next war, the next poison in the air or dangerous sickness? Or do we want to focalize our energies on the love, light, intelligence that we come from and that we are? So it is an opportunity for new beginnings for those of us who are choosing to focalize our creative potency and the love in our hearts on a higher order, to come out of the battlefield of the pointing the fingers at our sisters and brothers who we think are doing it wrong or believing the wrong thing or voting for the wrong person or whatever, and say, right, this is a dream. We are all one. Love, light, and intelligence are the truth of who we are, and we are going toward ascension. So that's the first piece I want to share here. We are at a choice point, and the choice is ours individually. And the paradox of truth, of divine truth, is always that it's a paradox. So the paradox is that the solution to the world problems are within us. When we shift our consciousness so much that we become the love we wish to see in the world will change to reflect that. And that's not just a trite law of attraction, phrase. That's a truth. But we have to change at a very deep level. This is not about the ego saying mantras of I'm rich, wealthy, and love. I'm rich, wealthy, and love. This is a deep transformation within us. And that's the invitation here and the opportunity for us because of the amount of light coming in and with this eclipse. Okay, so I want to move on to the next piece here. Eclipses. So eclipses are times of revelation. They're the revelation of the shadow, and it's also an opportunity for a reset. So some of us and they last for a while. So eclipses last for a while. So just to be clear here, what's going on? The sun and the moon are conjunct in Aries, and Chiron, the wounded healer, is there. I'm going to talk about that in the astrology piece in a moment. So the moon moves between the earth and the sun, and it blacks out the light of the sun. And then as it moves away, the light comes in a new way. It's like rebooting your computer. Think about when you got something wonky happen on the computer and you try and fix it and nothing works. Sometimes a reboot and then it's working again. It's back to clear, a clear functioning. This is kind of what an eclipse is like. So some of us will be dealing with over the next 6 months right now, depends on how this is landing in your natal chart, with very personal shadow arising. And it's like a timing thing for you. You're because it's a time of revelation. That moon blocks the light, and then as it comes away, all of a sudden you see things that you couldn't see before because it's a reset. Your eyes are clear, the scales are gone, and you're like, wow, how could I have not seen that before? There's a rise in frequency, a capacity to see more. So some of us, that's going to be happening at a very deeply personal level. And all of us are now being given a heightened opportunity to see the collective shadow at play in order not to fear it or rile against it or go back into the battlefield of like, we got to change things at the level of consciousness where they were created. No, it's about transmuting it and not letting it run us from the subconscious anymore, from the shadows. So this is a time that offers us new beginnings if we choose to focalize our intent upon a higher order, even if and when we see the shadow. So we see shadow, let's say we see shadow in the public arena and we get mad. We process the anger and then we go within and say, like, why is this pissing me off so much when I know I'm a divine child of God? And do I really want to go and fight against it at the level at which it was created? Or do I want to hold a higher vision and feed the energy of the new beginning, the new ways of being, a new earth that is ascended from that old stuff? So, because if we continue to focus on, excuse my language, the shit show of all of the drama, all the fear, the next thing, it's going to drain our energy. It already has been. So in a nutshell, we want to cultivate and hold fast to our highest vision, and that's what we're doing here today. So now I want to dial that in just a little bit more so that you really deeply understand the meditation we go through here. I want to talk about this astrology energetic so that we see how that ties in with what we're going to be doing here. So we've got, again, the sun and the moon are conjunct. And of course, if it's an eclipse, that means the North Node is there. And if you don't understand astrology, don't worry about it. I'm not going into an astro geek speak here. This is in the sign of Aries. Now, the keyword phrase for Aries is I am. It is the I amness. It is the sense of worthiness that you have a right to be here. You have a right to create. You have a right to go for your dreams. You have a right to be respected. You have a right to a home. You have a right to experience your divine creativity given to you by the Creator. Now, when that is wounded, you live a life of victim, perpetrator, suffering, sacrifice, all of these things that the Piscean age has brought us and that many, many people in interpersonal dynamics have lived. We certainly see plenty of perpetrators and victims on the planet, and most of us have lived through some iterations of that. Now, as I had briefly touched on, we got the sun and the moon there. They are in Aries right next to each other. Now, right in between them by seconds, this is all exact, is the planet or the photon belt, small planet, whatever you want to call it, Chiron. Chiron represents the wounded healer. And this is in the sign of Aries. What does this mean? This woundedness of the I amness is up for clearing and healing right now. And this reclamation of our divine worthiness and our right to sovereignty and self-determination is what is up right now. And we know there is plenty of injustice on this planet, plenty of trauma and war and gobstoppingly horrible things. But we who are here in this gathering, and so many all around the earth, right? We're a small gathering compared to many. We are here to embody these new light code frequencies and do this healing work, not just for our own personal lives, although there's darn good reason to do that, but we do it as sacred service for the collective. And that's what we're going to do today. So just to underscore one little other astrological thing, we've also got Mercury, Venus, and Eris in Aries. So we've got this huge pileup in the sign of I am, the Aries keyword. So, and at the time, let's also contextualize that at the time of the great shift of ages, the precession of the equinoxes from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius, and at the time when Pluto has shifted into the sign of Aquarius, signifying the collapse of power that dominates top-down control, that's Pluto in Capricorn, to power to the people. So we are really choosing a new timeline now, absolutely. And we are doing it for our own lives. We are doing it for the collective. And we are not alone. This is one group, as I said, all over the planet. There are those who are doing this work right now, years building up to it and years afterwards. So let us keep in our hearts that the old war and hate timelines are not the long aim of Gaia's ascension, no matter what they're putting on the media, no matter the fear porn, then no matter the, here in the United States, we got an election year, the mudslinging has begun in an effort to create fear and trauma. If so-and-so gets in office, oh hell, if so-and-so. We have to look at the long game here, sisters and brothers. Gaia is ascending. She's taking us with us. The fear of the end of the world and all of this terrible stuff, and CERN's going to bring the demons onto the planet and all this stuff. These are the death throw, last ditch effort, throw everything, including the kitchen sink at the populace to keep their consciousness low so that we can stay in power a little longer. That's all it is. We are children of the divine. We have been given we were made in her likeness and image. Her, his, it doesn't matter. God doesn't care what you call her, him, it. It is the divine love light intelligence. And we are awakening to it within ourselves. And because of that, Our power unified is more powerful, even though those who are propagating all the fear have all the money and control and blah, blah, blah right now. We have the power of the divine on our side, and that is no joke. That's why this is an opportunity for us to say, right, I'm not going to feed the beast anymore. I'm going to feed the light of new beginnings. Because if I feed the fear, it just prolongs the death throes. So let us focalize our collective power today and in the days, weeks, and months to come into the light in order to assist Gaia and the timeline stabilization of New Earth. Okay, so I'm going to pause and take a sip here. If things are coming for you, questions or whatever, you can post them in the chat or jot them down. And I have a few questions that I wanted to share with you. Let me look at the time here. Okay. So these are just a few questions for you to consider. And you know what? I'm going to just post them in the chat as well. So you can see them there. This is not for you to answer right now, but for your consideration. To support you after this gathering in really making sure you stay on the timeline you want. Okay, where are you tied up in old energies that you know it's time to release? Now, this could be at a personal level. Let's see, meeting group chat. Does that mean everybody? I guess so. They changed that. Okay, where are you tied up in old energies that you know it's time to release at a personal level or just what you look at? It could be what you scroll on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. What needs to happen within you for the release of the old timelines, the old storylines, the old fear, the old drama, the old judgments, to be grace-filled and effortless? The time of learning through suffering is over unless we want to keep it alive. So what needs to happen within you for that release to be grace-filled and effortless? And then now let's shift. So those are two questions about what's we're releasing. Now, two questions about new beginnings. What is on the horizon for you? What new beginnings are in your awareness? Maybe even just kind of bubbling on the sides, not fully aware yet, but you feel something for your own life and for our human family. And finally, what is your dearest vision for Earth? Your new vision for new beginnings? And this is the one that we're going to start to work with here. Now, so I want to take a moment and really, first of all, remind us all, we are becoming the medicine for the new beginnings by feeling into and embodying those heartfelt visions. So I want to give you just a couple quick examples. Now, you have your personal visions, and those are absolutely valid, and those are worth, feeling into as well. And then there's also visions for Earth. So I have personal visions of goals. I'm a traveler. There's certain places I still want to go, that kind of thing. Of course, I want my family to be happy, and my husband and I have some visions for our property, that kind of thing. But at a collective level, my new Earth vision, I have several. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples. You don't have to take these. In fact, it's better to choose your own, but just to illustrate. I vision a world and hold dear in my heart a place where all children are safe. And many of you who know what's been going on, the underground trafficking of children, you know how horrible it is, where it's absolutely and utterly safe for children to play, to wander, to go in the forest, to live safely. Now, you may have there's no right or wrong. You may hold a different vision. For you, it may be about clean waters or clear skies or, free of the burden of, taxes or financial limitation, whatever it is, the freedom for all people to be as they are without judgment. You hold a key, and probably more than one, right, of what you hold dear for New Earth. And that's what we want to activate right now. That's what we're going to do with our meditation, because we're becoming the medicine for New Earth. So the way that, let's just pause. Let me take another sip here and just tune in and really feel into that thing you would like to work with during this meditation. Feel it. Feel the sweetness of it, the expansion of it. Let it go from concept or idea into an actual felt experience, a visceral experience. So that you know what it is you are supercharging for this new beginnings meditation. Just breathe it into your heart now. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to come into harmonic resonance with the field of consciousness itself. So there is an old way of praying that has to do with beseeching an external source or hoping or wishing. Please, can I have, or if only I had, or would it be possible for, I only wish that. And the universe, God, the divine, the eternal source, just says yes. So creation needs to come from a different consciousness to create consciously, right? So the process of our meditation is going to go like this. We're going to choose the vision that we wish to hold for New Earth and really feel it. Okay, so that's the first piece, which I've already invited you to do. The next is I'm going to go through a series of basically channeled I am statements, because remember we talked about the wounded I amness. So we're going to elevate our heart frequency to come into a more harmonic resonance with the divine love, light, intelligence of the field of consciousness itself. And then as we do that, then we'll, I'll guide us through, then it becomes kind of a guided thing for me. I'm channeling it through, but basically we're coming into the stargate of the heart, opening the heart space and seeding that field with the lived, felt experience of what it is we intend for New Earth, feeling it and focalizing that intent, then amplifying it, like dialing it up, making it brighter, stronger, more powerful, and then emanating it into the field. So that's what we're going to do now. So I want to just pause here. I want to check in with you, Corey. Is there anything that you're aware of that we need to address, or anything before we go to the next step?
Well, everything sounds just wonderful, and I just would want to add, let's do this with faith. Everyone, we're gonna do this with so much faith, and we're gonna take a leadership role as Dawn is guiding.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. We are all leaders in this. I'm just facilitating. I'm the conduit through which this is coming. We are each leading this. We are each light leaders by doing this. Okay. Thank you for that, Corey. Hold the faith. Hold the faith. We have this. We can do this. And we're not alone. This was something I thought of earlier as I was coming out to my office. We are not alone. Remember, we have cosmic, galactic sisters and brothers. We have Gaia. We have the elementals. We have our master teachers in the non-physical. We have God herself on our side. This is the ascension, and we are facilitating as midwives to make it as smooth and powerful and beautiful as possible. Okay, so here we go. Let's get comfortable. I'm going to adjust myself as well to my meditation position. Okay, here we go. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, release the mind, trusting and knowing that all that I have shared, whether you remember it or not, your subconscious mind takes in all it needs. As you breathe in now, call forth that vision you will hold during this meditation for New Earth. Call it forth and bring it into your heart, or let it blossom in your heart, whatever feels right for you. And take a few moments to breathe with it as if you are breathing life into this, so you feel the absolute certainty that this is already templated and we are just walking to it on the timeline. It is already a fact. Your vision for New Earth. Feel it, know it, breathe it, Let it live and dance in your heart now. Good. Beautiful. And as you breathe with this vision, as you hold it dearly, I'm going to be sharing some I am statements that you can repeat silently or aloud, or just let merge with the vision, with your heart, and with every cell in your body. I am love. I am peace. I am grace. I am worthy. I am loved. Open the heart to receive this fully. I am forgiveness. I am forgiven. I am divine grace. I am a divine child of the One. I am love. I am forgiven. I am free of the past. I am worthy. I am sovereign. I am welcoming my Christ light now. I am divine love. I am divine light. I am a beloved child of God. And breathe. Open the heart. The heart is a portal, a stargate that allows us to receive and to give into the field of our collective. So open now with each breath. Come into harmonic resonance with the field of divine love light intelligence by your intention and your attention. Knowing you are loved without condition, accepted always, made by love, for love, as love, you are that. Open the heart. And in this expanded state of communion with the field itself, with the field of divine love light, intelligence, you are, I am, call forth and focalize upon your intent for New Earth, your vision. Breathe it, feel it, know the worthiness of you and this vision. Let it be alive and calling you forth, such that we are simply walking the timeline into that future now. That's right. Beautiful. And as you feel and focalize your intent, take a moment now to amplify that, to strengthen it, make it more bright, more luminous, more sure, like you're dialing up the volume. amplify the knowing of your worthiness, your divine right to bring this forward, this holy vision for New Earth. Good. And now on the next breath, breathing in. As you exhale, emanate that into the field fully and completely. See it move into the field of all possibility now. And continue to breathe on each exhale, emanating into the field in which you are resonant. You are in harmonic resonance. You are seeding the field of all creation with your high holy vision for New Earth now. And take a few moments to continue to allow that flow, flowing out into the field and receiving the blessings tenfold in return. For that which you give, you receive tenfold. So receive the blessings of your leadership, your own love light intelligence, your own holiness, gifting all of Earth with your loving vision now. Receive it, feel it, know it. Blessing the world and blessing you. And just another couple of breaths here in this beautiful exchange. And then taking a moment now to feel and become aware of all of us seeding the field with these visions. You are not alone. You are supported by an infinite number of light beings and your sisters and brothers here in this gathering. Lifting, rising, expanding, bringing about new earth through intention, attention, supporting, midwifing this beautiful process of ascension. Now let's take a moment, place your hands on your heart, and allow yourself to receive the blessings of all who are gathered here now. Give yourself full permission to receive. You are free of the past now. You are receiving. Allow yourself to receive, if you so choose, all of the blessings that you are absolutely worthy of as a divine child, as a divine creatrix. Bless yourself for showing up right here, right now in service. Beautiful. Take a deep, deep breath. As you exhale, begin to bring yourself back into the body, knowing that the field is seated. It is so, it is so, it is so. We are coming back into the circle now. Take a few breaths to bring yourself grounded back in the body, maybe rolling the shoulders, wiggling the fingers and toes or the pelvis. And when you're ready, opening your eyes. And holding this energy, we're going to now complete with Koryanka offering us a blessing to seal these energies and support us as we move forward into our day.
We can place our hands in the receiving position with palms up, perhaps on your lap, if that feels good, or just like this, suspended. We take a deep breath. We can close our eyes for a moment. And being in this receptive mode, we start to feel blessings coming from the divine, our sacred spiritual guides, blessings from each other, blessings from Pachamama, holding us, supporting us, gifting her strength to us. We are blessed. We are receiving blessings, and we are also a blessing to this world. And let's just for a moment stay quiet in this receiving mode and in this knowing mode, knowing who we are, knowing what we are here for. Just taking it all in. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. And we can open up our eyes and relax our arms.
Thank you. Thank you, Corey. Beautiful. And if anyone has anything they would like to share of what their vision is in the chat, we'll wait a few minutes for that. And while we do that, while you're writing in there, Koryanka and I each have some things we would like to share about what's coming up. So you know how you may want to connect with us in other ways down the road. So Koryanka, do you want to go first? Do you want to share what's coming up for you, ways that people can work with you?
Yes, sure. Thank you for that invitation. Well, as you know, I am in sacred service to medicine women who are waking up to that calling or perhaps are already following that path, but are feeling that they need more support and they need to learn certain things. Perhaps connection with your spirit guides is a priority. Perhaps healing is a priority. Medicine women need support, and I know that because of my own experience growing as a medicine woman and priestess, and being blessed with the support that I needed from the beginning made a huge difference for me, and I wouldn't walk this path without having that kind of support. Later, I met many sisters that also needed support and asked for my guidance. And so we started working together in sacred ways. The Divine Medicine Woman program that I have, is very special. And you can go and check out more what this is all about in alturasspiritualjourneys.com. You can go, there is a direct link that, let me see if I can give it to you right now. So it would be a spiritual journeys, alturasspiritualjourneys.com/divine-woman, divine-woman. And if you would like to know more and are feeling the calling to join the program, then you can have a conversation with me, a private call, and we can go from there.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Corey. And we have shared clients, and I know the women who've worked with Koryanka and have gone there to Peru have had extraordinary experiences. So we're going to read a few of your comments in a few moments. I'm just going to quickly share what's up for me. I don't have any online courses that are new right now. Of course, you could always go to my website and see that I have many courses and trainings you can go through. But the big things for me right now, and I'm going to post them in here, are I still have several spots in my Bali retreat. This is a water retreat for priestesses and sacred women, medicine women who are in service. This is not a retreat for core healing and core wounds that need to be healed. This is really a sacred service retreat in celebration with the waters, and it's a lot of fun too. And then Egypt, co-leading with another sister priestess. We only have 2 or 3 spots left. So if you're interested in Egypt in November, please do check that out. And there are, Let me click those. There they are. So you can go ahead. They're both returnofthepriestess.com and then /Bali if you want to look at the Bali page, or /Egypt if you want to look at the Egypt page. So let us look at some of the visions that you have all had. Rosemary says, my vision is for the children that all will be loved and wanted beyond measure. Oh, blessed be. And I'll read another one then, Corey, if you want to. I'll read Gina's next. A large white rose at my heart center, obliterating the cancer tumors. Oh, blessed be, Gina. Getting clear messages that I don't need the cancer anymore. I can be well and move into the next level of my soul work, personal and professional, honoring the healing soils with more whole, real foods, sexual healing, abundance flowing easily. Blessed be. Corey, you want to read a couple?
Yes. I see a comment here. Let me take a look at this one. Oh, I went back too far. Jackie says, I carry codes of soul liberation. I saw myself birthing financial liberation and abundance onto the new earth. Thank you for doing that. Maureen, as I present myself as the empty chalice, ready to be filled and be of sacred service, that is when I come into empty presence. As I am being filled is how I amplify in the stillness, and the flow goes forth for the benefit of all beings. Then I amplify and I resonate with the divine frequency. Yes, yes to that.
Beautiful. And I'll read Sherilyn's for everyone to know. Hi, Sherilyn. For everyone to know early in their journeys on earth who they are and what their mission purpose is, that they may be safe to be who they are and pursue their mission in love and safety. Blessed be. Beautiful. And then Caroline says, thank you, blessed sisters. My sacred vision for humanity is the scales of illusion be removed and released from the eyes, and for collective love and integration to move us into union and no longer in separation. Blessed be. Corey, you want to read a couple more?
Okay, let's see. I don't know if you already read Rosemary's. I see my vision is for the children that all will be loved and wanted beyond measure.
Yeah.
Is there any other that we missed?
Let's see. I'll say one more, and then, I mean, thank you all of you who shared. If we don't have time to read them all, but I'll just read one more and then we'll wrap up for today. So Barbara says, thank you so much. I received a beautiful vision of us returning to the time of enlightenment, like in the days of Atlantis, where we are free and living in love at the core of all we do. I then smelled what could have been a rose scent. It was wonderful. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Thank you. Oh, we do have some more. We have thank yous as well. So, yeah, thank you, everyone. Anything else, Corey? Let me look at my little notes here. The only thing I have left is we have not determined our next one. We will do one in May. Corey and I will as always, you'll get the emails for it. We'll figure out a date that will work for our May Prayers for Humanity and our theme. Any other things you wanted to say, Corey, before I invite you to close the space for today?
It's always an honor to gather with such a high caliber, women that bring the light to this world. And I just know that each one here comes with pure intentions and pure heart, and you're just such a treasure to this world. We need to keep on spreading love and light. And the only way to do that is to be that love and light. So your commitment to it, showing up every time, taking off your own time to gather with us. And I know that that comes from a generous heart and a real desire to serve. Thank you for that. I cannot say thank you enough. Gratitude is what I feel in my heart for all of you and for Dawn as well. I'm so glad that we're doing this.
Ditto. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so go ahead. We have a few minutes before this eclipse begins, so let us close it out in case people want to go under the heavens for it.
Yes, for sure. We can place our hands right here on our chest, on the heart space. And with love and joy in our hearts, we offer our gratitude to the divine force, creator, creatrix of it all, that moves inside every one of us. We offer gratitude to all of our spirit guides, our spiritual warriors, protectors, beloved grandmothers, grandfathers, to the sacred earth. We offer gratitude to all of our brothers and sisters that are willing to open up their eyes and wake up at this time and walk alongside each one of us. Thank you all, thank you all, thank you all with gratitude and joy. We close this sacred circle and we continue being the light we have come to be. And so it is, and we can open up our eyes.
And so it is. Thank you, everyone. Okay, dear ones, you are free to go. I think Corey and I will stay on, so please just let yourself go. Just hang up, and I will send out an email with the recording for this, which is going to be on YouTube anyway. So much love. I hope to see you all next month. Thank you. Have a blessed day. And I'm going to stop the recordings. Oh, let's see. How do I do this? Stop live stream. Okay. Oh, thank
I
you.
did